Did you believe that Suits LA would cease having flashbacks once the Pellegrini trial was over? Yes, I did. And both of us were duped. Another flashback to New York opens episode 10, but this time it takes us back to the time of Ted and Stuart in law school. Just because of the horrible wig they gave McDermott, this flashback was immediately more entertaining than any of the others. Even though Stuart possesses video evidence showing David Bowie couldn't have been present at the murder scene, he still fails to have the murder trial dismissed in the present day. The trial reminds him of the potential damage that Stuart's love of winning could do to his soul. His morality is compromised in both situations, and he has the same motivation to protect David Bowie as he did to beat Ted during their time together in law school. In Suits LA episode 10, the mock trial gets dirty. A flashback at the beginning of the show reveals that Ted and Stuart were tied for first place in their Columbia Law School class. A mock trial for a drunk driving case in which a young man struck and killed a pedestrian while his father and younger brother were in the car is set up by the dean to break the tie. At the scene, all three were found to be intoxicated. When Stuart questioned Ted about whether the mock trial would be handled like a knife fight or a gunfight, he should have realized that things would turn messy. By asking Matt Letcher, Ted's real father, to portray the father in the trial, Stuart pulls the first punch. Ted chooses to get his hands filthy himself after witnessing Stuart's willingness to play tough, and Ted always responds with more force. When Ted puts his ex-girlfriend Helen on the stand as his client's therapist the following day, Stuart can feel Ted's anguish. Stuart was cautioned by Helen that a fight between him and Ted could turn ugly, so she didn't want to get involved. Ted exposes Helen for stating that she wanted to marry Stuart, so she would lie on the witness stand because he is so mad that Stuart would involve his father in the case. In front of everyone at the fake trial, he not only openly expresses her emotions, but also casts doubt on her moral character. Before Ted and Harvey take off for New York, Ted gives Amanda a position at Black & Associates. Because she doesn't want to oversee the firm's criminal branch and become romantically involved with Ted, she is hesitant to accept it. Amanda assumes that Ted is interested in her after he goes a week without checking in, so she starts organizing her section before he returns to the workplace. He instantly begins acting like a snotty brat when she tells him that she has already made her decision and that it might not have been the one Ted wanted. By the end of the episode, Ted has apologized for his misbehavior when Amanda announces that she will be taking over the division and delivers the high-profile customer he intended her to land. He acknowledges that when she chose to accept the job rather than stay with him, he became angry and yelled at her earlier. Amanda admits that she accepted the position because she was offended when he vanished to New York without contacting her. Although they both agree that they can't start a relationship when they're only beginning to work together, there is still a spark between them.